नमा ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। टुगेदर लाउडर विद हैंड्स अप। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम राम। श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी की। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, I like to say, my Gurudev Srila Prabhupada used to say about his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, that he was a Vaikuntha man. I will like to say, my Guru Maharaj was Gaulok man. Srila Prabhupada, very, very special Vaishnava, very, very special personality. By divine arrangement, I came in contact with Srila Prabhupada. End of 73, beginning of 74. I don't remember the exact date. In Delhi. When I saw the temple, Delhi, in Anandaniketan, it was a rented house. So my consciousness said that here is a place where you are going to spend the rest of your life. So I was very anxious to meet Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada came there few days later. I am cutting story very short, and I wanted to see him. So I spoke to my temple president, Shriman Tejas Das Prabhu. I said, I like to see Swamiji. He said, who are you to see Swamiji? Even a Prime Minister of India cannot meet him. So I was shocked, I was so anxious. So that time, temple was on the first floor, and next to the temple was Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada came and he was in his room, and Prabhupada's secretary was His Holiness Sasru Maharaj. So there was open space, rooftop, and evening time I hide myself in the corner. I was watching. When Sasru Maharaj went down, I ran to Prabhupada's room. When I went to Prabhupada's room, I paid my obeisances. Prabhupada looked at me. I said, Swamiji, I didn't know I have to call him Prabhupada. I said, Swamiji, I want to come to your shelter. I spoke in Hindi. He looked at me. He didn't say who you are, who let you come in, why you came. He didn't say anything. He looked at me and said, अच्छी बात है, मुझे फिर मिलना, अभी मैं थका हुआ हूँ. Good thing, but right now I am tired. You can see me later. This was a brief meeting with Prabhupada. So, as Jagat Purush Prabhu was mentioning about the play, this play took place in front of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada in the old temple. When I was Prahlad, and I remember my god brother Patitu Dharan, he has become a demon. They are bothering me, torturing me. So I was trying to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Giriraj Maharaj, that time Brahmachari, he said, chant Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. I was chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And Prabhupada was also watching. But Giriraj Maharaj again and again saying, but I kept on chanting Om Namo Bhagavate. You know that Prahlad Maharaj was given so much torture by the demons because his fault was that he was a devotee. So then Prabhupada noticed that Giriraj Maharaj again and again asking me to chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, let him chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I don't think Jagat Purush remember this. Prabhupada, let me chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, this was so glorious, so nice. Prabhupada was watching by his mercy. But I remember, Prabhupada said, after the play, thank you, Mr. Hiranyakashipu. Because Hiranyakashipu was looking real Hiranyakashipu. I was not in the original Prahlad, but was trying to act like a Prahlad. This happening took place. You know, all the initiations took place here in Bombay. First initiation, second initiation, and sannyas. By divine arrangement, from Delhi we came to Vrindavan, from Vrindavan we came to Bombay. When we came here, Menon's house, there are no more those buildings, rooftop, Prabhupada was giving his darshan. And Patitu Dharan was sitting there. Patitu Dharan and Bhakta Kirk, they are the first one I met them by divine arrangement, and I start chasing after them, and this way I came to Hare Krishna. So Patitu Dharan introduced me to Srila Prabhupada. I said, Prabhupada, here is very nice Brahman boy. His name is Yogendra Kumar Sharma. So I availed the opportunity. I said, Prabhupada, can I come and give you massage? I know how to massage. Yes, you can come. So I came to Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada was staying in Menon's house. Menon was staying first floor, then he shifted down, and Prabhupada was staying there. Whole floor was with Prabhupada. While massaging, one talk was going on, and I'm not very intelligent, but Prabhupada was very encouraging. He said, you are very intelligent. I said, it's your mercy, Swamiji. He said, what's your name? I said, my name is Yogendra Kumar. From today onward, you are now Yogendra Das. He gave me initiation while massaging him. I was so happy, you know. Then few days later, there was fire sacrifice in the old temple, tin shade temple. Radha Ras Bihari was there, installed there. So, and when name giving ceremony came, temple commander was Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru was a little strange person, and I was sitting there, and I have Brahman thread, so-called Brahmin. I had this ceremony, thread ceremony at home when I was young. So he went and whispered to the ear of Prabhupada, Chaitya Guru, Prabhupada, this boy is not Brahman initiated, and he is having this Brahman thread. Should I ask him to take up? Prabhupada said, no, let him have, it's okay. So then Chaitya Guru, you know, he was culture. In the Western culture, nobody cares you eat or you don't eat. They are kept on the table. But in Vedic culture, we care for each other. Prabhupada, you know, commented, this is the Vedic culture. So, Prabhupada was so divine and so great. Before I had a darshan of Srila Prabhupada, I met a quite number of saints in India. This was my hobby from my young age, to meet different saints. But nobody was like Srila Prabhupada, even little. Prabhupada was very, very special Vaishnava, very, very special personality. And I have seen his concern was how we can be delivered from this cycle of birth and death. Because we are lost in this material world. We are lost in the sense gratification, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And he was, as I mentioned, Golok man. He has come from Golok, Vrindavan, to help us to get out of here. Always worried. Sometimes Prabhupada raised his voice on us. Many times he raised his voice on me. By his mercy, I never replied him back. One day when he was sitting in a good mood in this new quarter, and I approached him. I said, Prabhupada, when you get angry on us, what we should be doing? Prabhupada looked at me and said, you should laugh. I said, Prabhupada, why? See, so many people around this world, they are doing all kind of nonsense. Is there anybody checking them? Anybody correcting them? Nobody. When spiritual master correct his disciple, it means Krishna is merciful upon that soul. Actually, Prabhupada's correction was his mercy. The way Prabhupada was, if he was not like this, I don't think he was able to spread this movement all over the world. He was very, very unique personality, so spread, and we were all lost in different degrees in this material world. And he spread this movement with this unique, wonderful, transcendental qualities. So, in 1975, again I had the opportunity to do with him, his personal servant. I was sitting in the old quarter, this side in the back. It was a BBT quarter and Prabhupada was also staying there. And our God brother, I like to say, these early devotees, they were very, very special. They are very fortunate. Doesn't matter whether they were in England or in US, any part, but mainly they were in US. Jayananda Prabhu is one of them. Jayananda was not an ordinary soul, he was a great soul. And I witnessed Jayananda, great soul doesn't stay for very long. See, Prabhupada stayed only for 1966, 1977, 11 years only, to the whole world. You reduced my time. Show me 5 minutes. Show me. So, Jayananda's letter came and he got this 8 minutes, 5, 3 and thank you. Jayananda's letter came, he got this blood cancer and he wrote to Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, anyway I am going to die. My parents have given me this $5,000. You use this in the service of Krishna. So, Prabhupada, tears were in Prabhupada's eyes. See his love and devotion. Prabhupada sent that money back. He said, no, you use for your treatment. Jayananda helped Prabhupada so much that Prabhupada was very pleased with his service. And same time, 75, Ambrish Prabhu, our God brother, he asked Prabhupada, how much money I should transfer for this Bombay project? Prabhupada said, I know, it's up to you. So that time he transferred about $500,000 rupees from US to here for this Bombay project. And Prabhupada, because very, very serious, pure devotee, transcendental personality, sitting on the transcendental platform, he was very happy. He said, Navyoginder? Yes, Prabhupada. You've been to Australia? No, Prabhupada. I will pay your ticket, you go there and visit Australia. In a good mood, Prabhupada was saying this. In Vrindavan, let me tell you one happening in Vrindavan. When last days, 77, my GVC came to Prabhupada's room, Brahmananda. When Brahmananda entered to Prabhupada's room in Vrindavan, Prabhupada's question was, where is Navayogendra? Brahmananda was shocked. Prabhupada, he is in Africa. So he sent me telegram, I came. And I used to massage. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj was secretary of Prabhupada. He told me, don't touch Prabhupada's feet. Prabhupada said, nobody should touch my feet. I was massaging Prabhupada's legs. And Bhakti Charu Maharaj was sitting near Prabhupada's head. And he inquired, who's massaging me? She told my name. Prabhupada said, I am feeling comfortable. Then Prabhupada, he came to know that I'm massaging. He said, why are you not massaging my feet? I said, Prabhupada, I'm told nobody should touch your feet. Yes, nobody should touch my feet, but you can touch my feet. This was the special mercy of a Mahabhagavad Vaishnava to this humble self. And one last happening, there's so many, but one last. It happened in Bombay. When I was Prabhupada's servant, 75, I was in Africa, and Ajamil Prabhu from Africa, he came and said, Maharaj, can you give some prasadam for the devotees there? So one day Prabhupada asked me, Nabhikendar, make some neem pakodas for me. I have never made the neem pakodas. I took neem leaves like, took the green leafy vegetables and put in a chickpea dough, some salt and fried and brought to Prabhupada. Prabhupada tasted, straight down, Haribol, Prabhu. I'm finishing it. Okay, very good. Please have a seat here. So, Prabhupada tasted that pakoda. He said, ye to zahar ho gaya. It has turned poison. I said, Prabhupada, I never made the neem pakodas. I didn't know how to make. So you should have taken the tender leaves of neem, made the pakodas. So when Prabhupada tasted, it has become Mahaprasad. We used to call Prabhupada's remnant Super Maha. What? Super Maha. So neem pakodas were lying there. I was not able to eat it. But so Ajamil came. I said, can you give some Prabhupada's remnants? I said, yes. I gave those pakodas to Ajamil. He said, thank you. He was very happy. He took back to Africa. A year later, I went to Africa also. He said, Maharaj. I said, yes. You gave me the Prabhupada Mahaprasad? I said, yes. I still have that. I said, why? Said, nobody can eat that. So, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to the old servants standing around. You see so many Prabhupada servants. This devotee standing here, he has served Prabhupada very, very long time.
We are over time now.
He was very good servant of Prabhupada. Thank you very much. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada. And all glories to his Bombay project and all the servants of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.